Oh my god, how hard was that climb? I'm like a scruffy bugger right now, sorry. I'm in rag, total rag. My razor's broken and I think I'm broken. My legs are killing me, the toes especially. I think coming down the mountain, when going up was hard, really hard. But coming down, stopping yourself going, there's some different muscles I wasn't used to. So I'm tired in the voice right now, so forgive me, my speech isn't great, but I thought I'd just talk about my walk a little bit. First of all, I've got to say thank you to Andy and Sean and Lisa and Claire and everyone. Ollie, I can't remember the names to be honest right now because I'm so tired, but there's a great crew with me and I'll add the names afterwards. A couple of young lads there, teenagers. One lad was in the Paras, I think. He stuck by me all the way, and they all did. Every single one took turns walking beside me and making sure I didn't fall. And I did come across a few times. If they hadn't caught me, I would have been probably pretty sore. Well, I was sore anyway, but yeah. I'm feeling like crap, but I'm just keeping it real and just talking from the heart. The first kilometre I knew would be the hardest because on the YouTube videos a study said the first K was so steep, and it was, and I looked quite vulnerable on them videos. There's little clips. I'm gonna put them all together when I got time. There's so much footage, but I looked quite vulnerable, and I was vulnerable. But in the beginning, I started off really strong. I was powering up that hill. It was like 45-degree angle or something. It was a killer. Like you do a K of 45 or whatever it was degrees, and then after that K, the mountain Clanberris walk starts. So I was absolutely hammered. I gave myself a real good hammering, but I started off really strong. But then the mountain just kept going on and on. It was bigger than I thought. Actually, I thought, I'd trained for it, but I was quite surprised at how it kept going on. But what was amazing, excuse me, my speech gets weak when I'm really fatigued, so I'm keeping it real. What was amazing was on the way up the hill, on the mountain, the clouds were like really in and covering it up, and then as we started going up, miraculously it started dissipating, and it was unbelievable. As we got higher, the clouds just parted for us. So I think I was meant to do that walk. I feel like I was guided to do that because the clouds just parted for me. But yeah, it was pretty frightening at the top. On that video you might see me, I looked petrified, because I was petrified, because to get up there, when you have that stroke and there's no handrails obviously, so and you're in the clouds and it's cold and the wind's blowing, I was petrified, really was. But the only reason I kept going was because Andy and Sean were two big strapping lads from my platoon, and they said, "Don't worry, we got you." So I put faith in them, and they held my hands like a kid when I got to the top, because they were scared of me falling off that summit stone, and I'm glad they did. I don't care if I look vulnerable, because I was frightened, and after the life I've had, being paralysed and balance issues and whatnot, it's bloody frightening. I tell you, I was shaking like a leaf, and after I got to the cafe afterwards, because at the top of the mountain there's a little cafe, and we had hot chocolate and flapjacks and stuff. But it just hit me that that I achieved my goal, and after the fear came overwhelming. I was really overwhelmed, and I actually started crying a little bit in the cafe. I hid my face obviously, but it got me a little bit because it was such a epic climb, hike. Like must have been 6 or 7 hours maybe, I'm not sure, getting up there. But by the time I got down, we looked at the time, and I think it was about 10 and a half hours roughly. So yeah, I can't be exact, but about 10 and a half hours. Now 10 and a half hours to walk up, some parts were quite rocky and stony where I had to lift my leg up really high and take a hand. but some parts were shaly and steep and lots of different terrain for me. So, and also I'd never done that sort of walking with weight. I used to in the army, but after the stroke it's just get your head down, do hills, but this time I had 3 litres of water and and other bits of warm gear and stuff in there. So that was hard. I carried out the steepest part, powered on through at the beginning, and then like towards the end, that's when the lad said, "Come on, we'll take your water for you," and it took a few litres off me, so that lightened the load. So yeah, I'm just so grateful they all came with me, because I would have died up there without them, because in fact I probably would have got halfway and thought, nah, this is too much, but because they were all with me, it gave me the courage to keep going. So I have to thank everyone, and I will put everyone's name on afterwards. But I'll put together some footage of from the beginning to the end, because I wasn't that vulnerable. I did really well. It was only the last half an hour. When I thought I was getting to the top, some guy said, "Oh, it's okay, 1 hour to go, mate, you'll get there." And I thought, it's been 1 more hour. I couldn't believe it. The mountain just went on and on. I mean, obviously it's probably because I'm a slow walker when it gets to 7 hours walking. So I did well. I'm proud that I got there, but obviously I couldn't have got there without my friends, so don't attempt it unless you've got some good help. I just was overwhelmed. I actually did it because I wasn't sure, to be honest. It was a challenge, but set the challenge a bit higher than you think you can do, and sometimes that is good for you, out of your comfort zone. So yeah, there's talk of us doing Ben Nevis next. But I think I'll have to come that next summer for that, because I'm so sore at the moment. It's going to take me probably a good week to get over this. My body is aching, my toes are killing, my calves, my quads, my glutes, everything's killing, and my left arm, because I was using the stick a lot on my left arm to get up to navigate the stones and that. So my rear delts and shoulder, they've all taken a hammering. So yeah, I'm stiff all over, like a C-3PO. Star Wars, C-3PO. I'm like him. So I'm just here at Marple Locks. Nice place to sit and do this video. So I'm just stretching my legs and keeping moving, because if I sit down in more than half an hour, I find it difficult to get up because the pain, So I gotta keep moving. I just want to say, mental health was part of the reason why I did it. I used to book the trip before my ex-wife had died, Jade, and although we weren't together for 10 years, she was a massive part of my recovery. So that was really hard, because we were together for 16 years, but I'd known her and sort of first met her 20 years ago, so half my life. So it was a real shock when she died. So that mountain actually helped me deal with that. So I would say anyone going through mental issues, mental health issues, struggling in that, just set yourself a goal, and that mountain really helped me get over that, and deal with it, process it, and accept that someone's gone. So I think sometimes taking on a challenge like I've done can help you deal with these things. So, and also it's growth, isn't it? It's all growth. But I hope I inspired people with stroke, or it's had brain injuries or any sort of recovery. So I've been through hard times in life, and just holding on for that next day. Sorry, Waitrose delivering. I try my best to keep getting up every day, and even though it's so hard to get mentally right, put some tunes on and force yourself to go for a walk, force yourself to go to the gym, force yourself to go to the pool, force yourself, whatever it is, you've got to just get out and do something, even if it's just stretching on the floor, or whatever you can do. Everyone's at different stages, and I've been right to the bottom. So I proved that if you keep focused And it's recording again now, isn't it? Yeah, I think I'm out of time because I talk too much. But yeah, I proved that if you keep getting up, keep trying, even from a blink of an eye, and I couldn't swallow, couldn't move my lips, couldn't breathe properly out of the trachea and everything. So I've come a long way. My speech, my eyes didn't work properly. They were, doing that at first. I couldn't control the sideways. I've come all the way. I've come all the way from death's door. So, but kept believing that tomorrow was going to be better. Tomorrow I can, be a better man in some way. And even though you can't see the changes, the months and years, you do start changing. So, even though you can't see it, so hold on, alright? Hold on, no matter what it is, divorce, adversity, whatever it is you're suffering with, just keep going. It's going to get better. You just got to keep holding on, and don't always understand why I've got the challenges, but that's life, innit? You got to keep pushing forward. You can have a give up, or you can keep pushing through. And sometimes when you push through, you can change the outcome. So it's your call. Get up and try, or don't. That's the way it is, isn't it? So hope I can inspire some people out there. Just put the headphones on and get walking, or do so. If you can't walk, I understand, but I couldn't either. So do what you can. You can probably follow my story and see how I've managed to come from where I've come from. But a lot of people don't really give themselves enough credit, and back yourself and just do it. Anyway, I'm not good at saying the right things, but I hope I inspired people, and I'll get on with my day and keep walking. Alright, I'm going to put all the footage together at some point. I'm just enjoying my trip at the moment, but I'll put it all together and get it out there for everyone. And you will see that I wasn't quite vulnerable all the way, but after being walking 7 hours to the top of that mountain, everybody I think feels it, and I was petrified as well. So yeah, I'll be stronger on the next one. I think Ben Nevis, maybe next year we talk about it. So that or we're going to set another challenge like coast to coast. It's the UK walk as well. So got to keep setting challenges. Got to keep going. All right, have a nice day. See ya.